All right, welcome back to the barely on life support bit obscene podcast. My AI generated co-host Joe Pilot is here today, and we're going to be talking about the state of SQL Server tooling in, well, I guess 2025 is well nigh at the end, but not a lot of stuff gets done by the time the holidays roll around. So I think we can call this a pretty clean wrap up on the year. Anyway. We are once again brought to you by Darling Data and Beer Gut Magazine, where you can find all of the finest beer and sports related content known to man. So, with that out of the way, take it away, Joe Pilot. Tell us your thoughts on SQL Server tooling.
The great thing about AI is it doesn't take holidays or overtime. I've even seen some government websites. They're only open from like 9 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They literally just stop working
Yeah,
after like 5 p.m.
yeah.
If we can get some AI in there, we can get those government websites going, all
Well,
right?
it's like what Microsoft does with Fabric. When no one's using it, they turn it off.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's
why.
off all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. It's not
Okay,
an outage.
okay,
It's just they're
okay.
they're saving power. They're going green.
I've used SSMS, not as long as some. I think a pretty long time. I think it's been 2011, so 14 years.
Hmm.
Eric, do you remember when
Oh
you
yeah,
first used
I do.
SSMS?
Of course I do. I was sitting at my desk and at a different job, of course, not this desk, much different desk. And I had been talking to my boss about like some annoyance that I had with an Excel file, I think doing a VLOOKUP. And he was just like, "Oh, you should just do that in SQL." And I was like, "All right, how do I do that?" And then a few minutes later, an email came through that said Eric needs SSMS installed. This was SSMS 2005. So this was around the year 2007, 2008. And I got some really nice IT worker. Well, I don't even think he came by my desk. I think he just did a remote install. And he said, "Go ahead and open it up." And I opened it up, and the rest is history. So
Yeah, so if you add it all up, we got like over 30 years of
yeah,
SSMS experience.
that's
So
true.
we definitely know what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't remember the date for this because it was such a traumatic memory. But you remember the dark rise of Azure Data Studio? Is that what it was called?
Well, do you remember
I
its
remember.
predecessor was SQL Operations Studio?
I don't even remember. I just
Yeah,
blocked that out of my
yeah,
memory.
yeah. So it
Okay.
was SOS, and then that turned into ADS,
SOS.
and then
This
ADS
is,
needed an
some
SOS.
so this is foreshadowing.
Yeah, a
I
little
see what they
bit.
did there.
Yeah.
Um,
And now ADS is dead. Long live Visual Studio Code.
yeah, I remember ADS, and it was going to be like the new, like, well, we're not going to work on SSMS anymore because
Yeah, it's the future.
why would you
Yeah.
want to use that old yellow program when you can use
Multi-platform, cloud
this
native friendly.
this great
Oh,
blue
yeah.
program that has Azure in the name.
Yeah.
It's gonna be better.
Yeah.
Um,
The slow trickle on that was great too, where it was just like the future. And then it was like the future. Well, it's more for developers, not for DBAs. DBAs still need SSMS. And then it was like, no one needs that. We
like
got query plans 4 years later. It's like, all right.
I mean, I was just looking at an old Stack Exchange or an old Stack Overflow question I asked, and
Yeah.
it was about SSMS, and there was a very helpful comment by a gentleman
Yeah.
who informed me that Azure Data Studio was the future. So I
Mm,
really should just stop asking questions about
yeah.
this,
Why bother?
this deprecated, obsolete, old-fashioned, no good,
Living in the past,
yellow
man. Living in the past.
SSMS program.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think think about how much better we'd all be if instead of doing their ADS SOS side quest, they just like worked on good old yellow SSMS because
Well, now
yeah, like
good old yellow SSMS has dark mode now, and it's got a
that's
Visual
true.
Studio shell.
I
It's
mean,
real. It's a hip happening place all of a sudden.
I
It's
don't know if
retro.
this is true. I've heard of big tech companies don't get attention as you like release a new product.
Hmm.
like I feel like, I mean, like the higher ups don't use SSMS. Like, couldn't
No.
someone have just taken SSMS, like, stepped a coat of blue paint on it, added to the name, and been like, hey, we developed this great new cloud first, cloud compatible, cloud native IDE for SQL Server. Everyone gets all their promotions and bonuses.
Yeah.
It's all great. We all
Yeah.
celebrate. And then we could, like, do something useful. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
I
really,
don't
it's
know.
just a matter of
That would have
changing.
been better
It's
if
like
you
a
asked
matter
me.
of just changing a splash screen from SSMS to Azure SSMS or something, right?
So I was going to share my screen, but the host is quite rudely
Oh, well,
disabled share
the
screen.
host is making you a co-host. The host was unaware that you were trying to share your screen.
Well, that's the unpredictability of AI.
Hmm.
So I mean, let's I'm sure can you see the
Yeah.
no longer yellow and now dark mode
Yeah, it's
modern
I know
SSMS.
it's gorgeous.
Um,
Look at that. Look at the sleek lines. Yeah. I like it.
there's a saying which I'm sure you heard, which is
I might have invented it.
the
I
opposite
might have said it first.
The opposite of love isn't hate, but indifference, right? You've
I
heard that one.
I sure have.
And I feel like that one applies both to SSMS and the query store.
All
Now,
right.
I'm going to open up the query store GUI.
Oh, come on. Joe, we're humans here. Please. Why?
Why are you going to show me this graph? Like a bar, like out of all the beautiful detailed data available in Query Store. You're going to show me a big blob of green and a slightly less big blob of blue,
But look at the
and then a
gradient.
little tiny blob of an unknown color because it's like I have never gotten any value whatsoever out of this
No,
like
no.
thing that appears to be some like intern project that was done like 10 years ago. Like this is not how people use databases.
So
Like my
you're not
first
wrong.
move
You're
is
not wrong.
always to like go to here.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong because the Query Store GUI was actually the product of a Microsoft hackathon. It was not intended, it was not planned. It was an unplanned product pregnancy, and it somehow it was made during a hackathon. I don't know. Someone got drunk under a table, and now we've got this thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I'm learning new things. See,
yeah,
this is why
yeah,
you're a good man to listen to.
yeah. You know,
Um,
every once in a while,
the thing is, like, every time I open this, no
hmm
matter what database, it always defaults to
it does.
this this.
There's no way to change that default, is there, Joe?
I don't believe there is,
No,
Eric.
there sure isn't. And
Now
worse, I think worse is that there's no way to search for anything meaningful in there. Like, you want to find a store procedure, you want to find some query text, where do you go? Ah,
you click one of these buttons, but if you click this one
yeah,
with the additional
yeah.
details, and you have the audacity
Mm.
to say, "Show me the max."
Oh, oh dear.
We can't do that.
Huh, huh. Well,
Now, you
have you,
might be thinking, well, I'm asking for the max. I have a pretty big like one rep max.
you
It's a
do.
lot of effort. So like maybe the min will be easier, right? But it's not
Mm.
easier.
Yeah.
And like no, but hey, if you want standard deviation, because
Hey.
everyone knows that standard deviation is the most useful performance tuning metric,
So I'm not
that one
entirely
work for
sure
you.
what a standard deviation is. Occasionally, I'll try to figure out what an order of magnitude is, but they both escape me pretty well. I like the averages in there quite a bit.
Well, the average does work,
Ah, look at
but
that.
if you want, I can click this and I can spend the next hour clicking these,
Yeah.
and it'll always say
Mm.
cannot connect database. So if you're interested to know, this works in SQL Server 2016.
Hmm.
It does not work in 2017 because 2017 introduced query store wait stats,
Sure did.
and apparently presence of query store wait stats results in a generated query, which makes no sense, can't compile, it errors out. I think I actually traced the query and put it in a blog post like 8 years ago and like screamed into the void about how like dumb this was and how easy
Yep.
it would be to fix. And as you can see, like I'm on the most modern, the sleek dark mode SSMS.
Mm.
It says 2015, but I swear I downloaded this recently,
I
and
like.
this bug is still there.
Yeah, was that the
It's
was that the
still
post
there.
you had about what was it? There was queries that were like missing top there was a top without an order by, or was that something else?
Might have been. Yeah, I remember being kind of snarky about it, and
Yeah.
maybe that's why I didn't get fixed. I'm
Yeah.
giving my, you know, what I'm due.
Well,
Um,
everyone's
yeah.
busy
So if
getting everyone's busy getting query store on AG replicas implemented, so
yeah, so I mean, like, I don't know, like it's anyway. One thing that I'll admit a little embarrassment here, like. I I I like to copy and paste sometimes.
hmm
Like I'll just, like grab this, copy it and paste it. Oh wait, that
hmm
one was fine. I don't want to talk about what I'm doing there. Here, this one. Look at that beautiful, who needs more than one line? Who
You
needs
know,
line breaks?
no,
You don't believe
zero.
in line breaks.
No.
Now, to be fair, and this is actually something I learned while preparing for this, if you click this button,
hmm
it then like adds line breaks.
Well,
So
that's fantastic.
I guess they're not really like copy and paste fans.
But what does that mean? Containing object no longer contains the selected query text?
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know
Okay.
what it means. I don't know what it means either.
That's a fun
But
comment to put in there.
that's and like out of all the real like who communicates by object ideas? I have never had a single like, oh man, like show me the object idea, please. That would like like there's just so many there's just so many opportunities here for this one small tiny part of SSMS. There's just so many
Mm,
opportunities for improvement. You know,
yeah.
there's just so many
Yeah.
opportunities.
Like when they or rather when they introduced weight stats, I was like, surely there will be some line graph that will show me weight stats over time for the
Uh,
database. But no.
what if we put all the weight sets together in a one bucket, and then that way you could view which queries had the most waiting time?
Yeah. But hey, is that min working?
Well, it works on the grid format, but does not work in the
Oh, in
grid
the
format
bar.
with additional details.
Oh, so no additional
Because
details available.
because I believe the additional details shows the weight stats in 2017. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's this column is the culprit.
Oh,
That
Excel,
that
what are you
that
doing?
just breaks things. Now, I do try to be a reasonable person in my critique.
hmm
I work as a developer. I understand how I don't want to be unreasonable. Like, there's some people out there who like get mad that Azure SQL database or managed instances have up to like 60 seconds of IO latency,
hmm
and like Microsoft calls these fine people unreasonable. Like, I don't want to be unreasonable those people,
Yeah.
because yeah,
What's
like
the point?
SSMS is it's a big program. I'm sure there's a backlog of like 10,000 bugs, and they probably don't have probably don't have enough people to work on it, or like all their people were busy on SOS and ADS, and now they're all working on Copilot, and the pleas of developers and DBAs to please fix this query store couldn't connect to database, very sad error, are simply unheard.
Yeah,
I feel like this is a great opportunity for AI. Because you know what? Like, if you tell an AI, like, hey, this query doesn't work,
Hmm.
fix it.
Hmm.
Maybe it'll fix it. Like, I don't see how it gets any worse than
It surely
couldn't
can't make
connect to
things
the
worse.
database, like, or like have AI optimize the. Oh wow, look at this! Look at this beautiful, thick, girthy bar graph showing you who's boss.
There is one query
Wow,
that matters here, Joe.
wow, that is something.
So I mean, at
Um,
the very least, what they could do is change the couldn't connect to database screen to say thinking, and then they could say it's AI ready, right?
I mean, there's all kinds of AI things, right? Like you could have AI optimize, like it could figure out, like which of these views does the end user use, and you could default to that one, or it could guess your like business hours.
Or you could
Because
just have a
like I
little
don't
gear
really
icon that says like query store defaults, and you could pick your default layout.
that's not a modern solution at
No,
all.
no,
But
but no, wait,
like,
wait, but wait, 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 wait. It could save that to a JSON file. That's a modern solution, Joe.
I mean, it's modern a while ago. I mean,
It's a modern
modern.
solution for us.
Um, or like, I mean, I don't have one of those cloud 24/7 apps, thank God.
Not
But
yet.
like I don't care what the server is doing beforehand. Like I just don't care. So like all these like all these like filters you can have where you
Hmm.
like change the date, which I like can't find for some reason.
I think
Why
it's
can't
over
I
to, is
find
it over,
it?
is it way over to the right under, it's under configure, isn't it? Or is it that drop down arrow?
I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. Maybe this is the new because I've done this like a million times.
Oh, dots.
Uh
So many dots.
is this not in? Am I just an idiot? Because I'm talking about the thing where the screen where it lets you pick the dates and wait, where is that? All right, I'm gonna do an emergency stop share. Like if I'm gonna start up the old reliable yellow SMS. You can figure out what's going wrong here. Old faithful copyright 2022. No, none of this dark mode
This
nonsense.
newfangled stuff. Maybe it's just
That's
hidden in
right.
there. We don't
Yeah.
know.
All right. Where is it?
No, but like, a lot of the complaints that you have about Query Store, that's or why I started writing the SP Quickie store procedure. It's like, it doesn't show you the stuff you need to see. It includes dumb things like uh like statistics updates and index stuff and a lot of like background queries. It even shows like sort of embarrassingly, it even shows uh like the query store queries in it. So like sometimes you open up a query store and you're like, what was so slow? And you're like, oh, it was query store querying itself. And you're like, wow, I can't do that. I can't fix that. So like, I don't know, like not being able to just like find plans for a stored procedure or not being able to like like search for some query text. All these things that very much irked me about Query Store trying to use it like in front of customers over the years. Be like, there's this great thing. It's amazing. You can query history, flight data recorder. Wow. And then, like they're like, oh, well, can you find this in there? And I'm like, no. If it shows up, it shows up. I got nothing for you.
I've definitely used yourself before. I've written my own stuff. Like, like
Have you?
it is nice to
You think you're
have.
better than me?
I mean, I didn't open source it, so what does that tell you? I just use it
Uh,
privately in shame,
mm,
like some of the other things.
mm.
Um, no, but like, like there's something human about wanting an AI. I'm supposed to be role playing or wanting a UI. I'm supposed to be role playing as an AI, so I guess I'm not really fulfilling the gag here. But
Yeah, it's doing terribly.
like yeah, like, it would be great if the UI worked. But to your point, if you really are want to be a serious power user of Query Store, that this UI isn't going to do it for you. All right, so I finally found it. I think what happened is like the zoom cutout of our faces was blacking it, and
Oh, okay.
the new sleek blackness of SSMS, whatever version this is, was throwing off all my muscle memory. Like, like these defaults aren't bad, I guess, but like I don't care what happens like when everyone's asleep.
Yeah.
Give me some kind of like business hours, like so like show me yesterday
Yeah.
between business hours,
Yeah.
because that's the kind of thing
Yeah.
I care about. Yeah, like all right. So what was I saying? Yeah, like anyway, yeah, like they probably have like 100,000 bugs that haven't fixed, and they're with developers, and the super higher ups want them to work on Copilot and like nothing else, so their hands are tied. But
Yeah.
I think that you should put those AI coding agents, throw them at SSMS, throw them at that backlog, have them fix all the bugs, all the annoying things that we've been suffering through for years and years, and then we can finally say that AI did something for
Yeah.
me.
I mean, it's one of those sort of like funny things with software development where, you know, there's always time for new endeavors, but there's hardly ever time for the backlog, right?
Got to get promoted.
Yeah. And so like, like it happens to me too. Sometimes I'll look back at like old blog posts and I'll be like, oh, I should really update this to like, like add in some more words that make it make more sense or like, make it more technically correct or expand on some point. But then I'm why do I want to go back and like rewrite this blog post that probably no one's seeing and gonna see when I could like record a new video that does all that and get it in front of people who will actually see it as like a thing today. And so, a lot of like the I should go fix this old stuff gets thrown away because I'm like, screw it. I can make double material. I can have something new based on this and have more to it. So, I understand why a lot of stuff like that just doesn't get done. But just if for the amount of effort that has gone into Query Store generally, I do find it shocking that the Query Store GUI, like the face of Query Store, is so hideous. It is a purely anti-human interface. It does not like people. It is like whoever designed it, I think, just a very antisocial person. Does not care about human experience. Maybe even enjoys human suffering to some degree. Like it just there's just like nothing to it that's just like human intuitive, and I get very frustrated because I spend a lot of time like making the stuff that I produced to like hopefully be human intuitive or at least human readable or at least lay things out in a way where like if you like spend a little time with it you can figure things out. But the Query Store GUI is just a wretched experience, and like the one thing I guess that it has going for it is that there is like some visualization to it, but the visualizations that it has are so I don't know. Uh, what's the nice word for ugly visuals?
Basic,
Yeah. Well, no,
bare
no, no, no,
bones,
no. When a visual looks good, people
threadbare.
people people call it accessible. What a highly accessible visual this is. When I don't know what they call it when they're not accessible. Or
Your 8-year-old kid can understand it. I mean, everyone
yeah,
understands a bar chart, bar graph, whatever,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, and it even has the nice like bright colors.
yeah,
You can just say it's designed for like
yeah,
an 8-year-old.
yeah.
Wait, is it eight? I don't think eight's correct. I'm gonna go with 10.
Okay, 10-year-old could do it.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Okay.
maybe.
Uh, yeah, and such of old blog posts. I know what you mean. I only update mine when like Brent emails out in his newsletter, but then Paul White posts the comments explaining I was wrong. But so then like everyone's seeing how wrong I am. Then even if I update it, I'm not able to update like Brent's email, so I have to live with that shame forever.
Yeah,
That that's one of the risks of blogging.
yeah.
That happened back in 2014. No, 2024. Probably happened then too, but it happened in 2024 as well. There's actually some JSON thing. That's what I get for blogging about
Oh yeah,
JSON.
the
Yeah,
JSON blob thing, and then
yeah. The using more and more memory
yeah,
for fun
yeah,
thing. Yeah,
yeah, and then
yeah.
Paul dunked on you, and then it was too
Hmm.
late. It was just
Yeah,
memorialized.
it was too late.
Yeah.
That is the perfect way to put it. Too late.
The shame is
Um,
permanent. I mean, like
sure.
on that same subject though, there was a very funny thing that happened this morning on LinkedIn. where this gentleman who has SQL Server expert in his LinkedIn title posted what is clearly LLM content about a new feature in SQL Server 2025 to do table level restores, which doesn't exist. It was an April Fool's joke by Brent. But the April Fool's joke apparently poisoned the AI. And so this person was like, new SQL Server 2025 features. I'm going to go test these out. And basically got made fun of until he deleted the post. So,
If you're trying to motivate me in the blogging, I think this is pretty effective. You're
right?
saying that I can like poison
You
AI.
can poison the AI.
That's definitely that's changing the balance a little bit in
Yeah,
terms
right?
of if I want to blog. I mean, maybe there's an AI watching this video right now. You
There,
know?
you know what? There very well could be.
Yeah, it
We should
could
just say
be.
a bunch of wrong stuff.
I mean, that probably already happened, but yeah, or yeah, wait, there you go. Yeah, so now everything we say wrong is on purpose to trick the AI.
Yeah,
That's what we can go with.
yeah. We can call it
Yeah.
the yeah. So yeah, I mean, just LLM poisoning is, I think, the wave of the future. That's going to be
Yeah,
my new
like
gig.
I mean, you know how it is as an end user of SQL Server. You've been disappointed so many times, or even just any
Yeah,
software where like, like
it's
you have
like
a
being a Mets
bug,
fan.
you have like a bug or a suggestion, and they're like, yeah, well, if it's SQL Server, then it's not going to respond. But like, if you think back to the old like glorious Connect days, back when the site worked, it's like, yeah, like this is a problem, but like like we're not able to prioritize it, or we don't have the developer bandwidth or
Hmm.
whatever, and it kind of stings. Like, yeah, whatever. But now with like these these supposed AI agent coders or whatever,
Yeah,
like they don't need time off. They don't take holidays. You can spin up as many of them as you want. And I'm looking forward to a future where, you complain about a bug or ask for a new feature and you get an automated response that says, we're sorry, but all the AI agents are busy working on higher priority work and the AI just can't get to your suggestion.
your suggestion
That
has been
that is what
placed in a
I
queue.
think. That's what I think the future looks like.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, I mean, it's incredibly cute to me because when you talk to people who build like real software like SQL Server, and let's say real software, and sort of like in the sense that a lot of people use it and it has the word enterprise in it. So like, they're building real software, but you don't like when you talk to them about like real problems with it that need fixing, the conversation always comes back to developer time or sort of like developer budget, right? Like you have so much money that you can spend on a feature, which is really like developer time on a feature. And you're always like, well, how come AI isn't doing that? Like, where's the copilot for that? Like, I'm sorry, is this thing too important for AI? Like, is this thing too complex for AI? Maybe we're not at that point yet. Maybe we shouldn't have fired like 9,000 people who work on these like important things in favor to because the AI is coming. Maybe we could have kept some of them around to like, sweep up the pieces while we wait for all this stuff to blow over. I don't know. It's amusing to me when you get to that point.
Well, I think what my hope is, and AI watches this video, and AI automatically creates a bug report for SSMS for the thing that doesn't work and hasn't
Yeah.
worked for like 8 years,
Yep.
and then and AI fixes the query, which would be very easy to fix. I think I even fixed it in the blog post.
Hmm.
In fact, maybe the AI could find my blog post and it could get the fix from there, and I could plug the fix in and then it'll finally be fixed. That is what I'm hoping
I
for.
don't know. It might be that my SEO is so bad that not even AI can find me.
Oh
It
man.
might be that terrible. Actually, the new
Well,
funny thing is like I used to get like as soon as I signed up for LinkedIn, the first thing I noticed was that, excuse me, first thing I noticed is that I started getting a crap load of spam. And so like, I have a very well curated junk folder now. But every once in a while I'll go like look in it. And the tide really has turned from like let me fix your website SEO or let me fix this other SEO thing for you to let me fix your like chat GPT SEO. Like, do you want chat GPT to mention you when people search for SQL Server performance? And I'm like, it does already. Like Like whenever I have like an LLM do like deep re SQL Server research for me, 9 times out of 10 there's a link from to my site in there, and I'm like, you bastards. Like,
The best SQL AI overview. The best SQL Server consultants include individual experts like Brent Ozar and Pinal Dave. Is that how you say his name?
Penal Dawe is the technically
I am
correct way of saying it.
I
Yeah,
am not a well-traveled person. I
yeah,
feel have to
yeah.
excuse me. All right, and
I've been to Taco Bell with Penal.
we have Greg Galloway. We have someone whose name I refuse to say for reasons I also refuse to say. Um, I don't see you here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry
Well,
to break the
ah,
news to you.
crap. Well,
But
maybe
wait,
someday.
hold on. It says AI responses may include mistakes. So
Hmm.
obviously it was a mistake
Yeah.
that your name wasn't included.
Well, maybe if you asked for the best SQL Server performance consultant in the world outside of New Zealand, it would show up. But
Maybe.
yeah, maybe we can hope, right?
You know, hey, if you take advantage of that the AI SEO, maybe by the time someone watches this video, the results will be different.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
that'd be nice. Maybe you don't pay enough for ChatGPT for them to give you a real in-depth answer. You're probably using like the
Oh,
lightweight
I'm using
GPT.
some like free Google whatever to like,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah,
Well, I'm doing my best not to be offended by this.
okay.
I'm crying inside though.
Hey, if you want to end the video, we can. I think it's a
No,
good
that's
time
all
to
right.
end it.
Oh, I'm just gonna pinch my inner thigh real hard so the emotion sort of tapers off.
Well, for the record, I think the AI is wrong and is yet another example of untrustworthy AI agents.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I don't know. Have you been able to use AI for anything meaningful in
No,
like your,
no.
no, yeah,
I mean, like I'm kind of an AI uh, flooded,
Luddite?
I guess.
Yeah.
I can't really get over the oh well, you know, here's an answer that like might be wrong.
Hmm.
Like it makes you think you can only use it for like things where it's okay to be wrong or things that are easy to verify if they're correct. Like I don't know, like if you asked for like a palindrome that's like 15 characters long,
Hmm.
I guess yeah for that, and then it like spits out a word you can easily verify if it's correct. So like
Right.
maybe like that's a good use, or if you're doing some like proof of concept code that will never reach production, though, as we all know, if the code works, you can
Ship it.
say what you want about never reaching production, and temptation will rear its ugly green head, and now you've got AI code in production.
Yeah, I
But
think,
yeah, I'm definitely the wrong person to ask, but I have a very negative outlook on AI personally.
yeah, the a lot of the things that I've tried to use it for were things that theoretically it should be good for, but it just gives you such junk back. Like like I've tried to use it to like outline and detail training content, but it's just such a dead end for that because like the topics that I would want to cover are not just like, the like DBA 101 stuff that it's capable of generating. A lot of problems with things being factually and technically incorrect whenever I try to like, get into it a little bit there. And yeah, it's just, I've been very disappointed by the things that it's produced. I know that AI is very good at maybe I don't know, maybe it's sort of like the coin toss thing where it's very good at showing me what I don't want. So I can at least oh no, I need to do the opposite of this. This is fine, right? But yeah, I've not had a lot of success getting it to produce things that are up to the par that I would like them to be.
I actually did have an interaction recently. You know how if you enable Service Broker, it has to
Hmm.
take a super annoying lock, which is like very difficult to get.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know, it's like an exclusive database lock or
yeah,
something where like nothing else can be connecting.
yeah. It's like turning on
Now,
RCSI. It's like,
yeah. So I wanted to turn off Service Broker, and I wondered, I wonder if it needs the same super annoying lock. I
hmm.
suspected it did. I Googled it. Google's AI summary shows up at the top and it says, no. you can like while enabling service broker needs a lock, you can disable it without taking the lock. And I thought that doesn't sound right. I'm gonna try it. And you want to guess if it takes a super annoying lock?
I'm gonna guess it did take a super annoying lock.
It did take the super annoying
Yeah.
lock. And
Well, I
so
mean,
the power of AI at our service.
typically with SQL Server, you expect the worst. You don't hope for anything. There's no hope for the best, expect the worst. You just expect the worst possible outcome, and then sometimes you're pleasantly surprised when it does not reach that critical mass. Like, yes.
Other than these videos
Yeah,
where our viewers can and should expect the best,
correct.
right?
Especially from your camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. I'm ready to stop recording.
Okay. All right. Well, since Joe is ready to stop recording, Joe is tapping out on me. We're going to wrap this one up. I guess we got off the subject of SQL Server tooling a little bit, but I think we covered enough of that to at least live up to the name of the title of the episode. So we're going to get going here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you learned something. Once again, thank you to our fabulous sponsor, Darling Data and Beer Gut Magazine. And we will see you in the next thrilling episode where Joe will show us more of his screen. I hope. All right. Thank you for watching.